all, what is the Naga political dialogue? It is the demand for sovereignty of Nagaland or for Nagaling. Firstly, let's look at it economically. Nagaland relies heavily on the government of India for financial assistance. Nagaland was even given the tag neediest state amongst all states of India in the year 2015-16. Now, if you're claiming for an independent nation, we should be in a position to sustain ourselves. We should be self-reliant and self-sufficient. My question is, how are we to have a secure future when Nagaland can barely survive on its own? Secondly, the physical impacts. The integration of all Nagas comes with a cost. It will happen only at the expense of the disintegration of the territorial integrities of other states. That is neither a secure future nor a just future for any of us. Additionally, Greater Nagaland will be a landlocked nation surrounded by China, India and Myanmar, which means a constant security threat for us from these three more powerful nations. That is not a secure future. That is not a future I look forward to. Now, no matter what kind of solution is handed to us, the shaping of that future solely depends on the social standing of our society, which is my third point of view, the social status of Nagas. The deadliest disease prevalent in our present system is corruption, and it manifests in the form of tribalism, nepotism, favoritism, and so on. It exists in every realm of our society, government offices, NGOs, underground factions, and it goes on. The chairman of Lotha Hoho, engineer Mondamo Ovum, also so clearly mentioned in his speech last night about the extortion in the name of Naga National Movement. Now, with the claim that they're fighting for our freedom, with the claim that they're going to bring us justice, they're actually hampering the growth and development of our state. Now, isn't that the most ironical thing and the most ridiculous thing ever? With this kind of mindset and with this kind of system, how can we expect a secure and just future? The Naga political dialogue is said to be a peace process, or we call it peace talks. But is there peace amongst the negotiators? Is there harmony amongst the different factions of freedom fighters? No. And are we supposed to hand our future over to them? That is my question. Now, our opponents have said that the government of India has given recognition to the unique history of Nagaland. But my question is it to bring a solution to us, or is it just to shut us up? Also, our opponents have gone on and on about a unique history of Nagaland. And yes, we have a unique history. But you know what? We had unique leaders too. We had unique people. Nagas were known to be honest, but are we honest now? We all know the present state of Nagaland. So I conclude the Naga political dialogue is not in the right direction for a secure and just future. Thank you.
To conclude our debate, I call upon
the Government of India and ASEAN IM has resolved to solve the Naga problem. What will be the impact if other Naga political groups are not actively involved in the dialogue? My opponents say that Government of India have recognized the unique history of the Nagas, but that doesn't guarantee solution because we have internal problem to be solved first. The Naga political groups will have to thrash out their differences. The Naga political groups are so divided. Where does all this take the Nagas? For how many more years will we keep our struggle in vain? It is time we come together as one force to unleash our desire for a nation, achieve the aspirations of our great leaders of the yore. We are endowed with maximum voice and strength. Are you ready to fight for what is ours? To join hands and fight for a greater Nagaland without division? I will, but what is your call? God bless my Nagaland, Kuknalim.
I now call upon the staff.
Towards a peaceful settlement through dialogue, I think is the silver lining anytime in present. My respect to the jury and my co-speakers. Splendid afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am here today to take a very firm stand with the opinion of the House that the Naga political dialogue is going in the right direction for a just and secure future. As I stand here today, I am reminded about a joke, and I feel really sorry about that. The Ang of Longwa village, if you know where it is in the Mon district. The Ang of Longwa village sleeps every day in Nagaland and cooks and eats every day in Myanmar. The sad story of our Nagas today is we, the educated Nagas, do not know where we are heading. This dialogue has given us this opportunity to enlighten ourselves about the long history of the Naga struggle, and I am very thankful that this dialogue is happening today in our present generation. Nobody is talking about the just and secure future, so let me tag you to the just and secure future I presume and visualize. As I stand here today, you see me wearing this shawl and this earring. You already know that I belong to a Naga community. I want that same thing when I stand in front of the world. I want the same thing from the other people of this world. And I also want them to reflect back of the struggle that we had, and also think that we the Nagas build our future based on our unique identity and culture. I also take you to the future I visualize, where the intricate and complex design that I'm wearing today will be appreciated by other people of this world, and it will promote more entrepreneurship here. Today, as I stand here, I want to tell you that the Naga political talk is in the right direction because our leaders are doing that. Our leaders are talking about this unique history, and the government of India has recognized it. And my opponent were saying that the NSCM-IM, we are claiming that they are the rightful representation for Nagas, but let me tell you, they were and they are the most determined social workers, our freedom fighter till death. I also want to remind you that the long dream that we all had, the long dream that we all Nagas had for our fractional leaders, for our freedom fighters to come together has been fulfilled today, because the freedom fighters have come together sharing a common platform called the Naga
trees with the dawn of spring season for the purpose of June farming with the axe and a dole. The second is about sowing seeds. Number 3, playing Sautai, a traditional game during off period. Number 4, pounding grains manually. 5, plowing rice field. 6, transplanting seedlings. 7, weeding unwanted plants out of the rice fields. Number 8, youth folk dancing and having good time in anticipation of good harvest. Thank you.
When I see the minimum endorsement of civil society due to the illegal activities of our Naga political groups, is that their actual mission, being an integral part of the national workers, illegal taxation has done nothing to advance the claim of Naga nationhood, but strangling our economy and entrepreneurship of the young Naga generation. One government, one tax. Is this the direction we are paving? Secondly, how long is too long? There is no political sincerity from both sides. Interestingly, the details of the framework agreement in 2015 have not even been disclosed to the Naga public. And on top of that, almost Naga political groups were not aware, though the
Ladies and gentlemen of the House, we are a unique people with a unique political history, and it is the dream of every Naga to attain a secure and just future. So I stand here firmly in support of today's debate topic, that is, the Naga political dialogue is in the right direction for a secure and just future. In today's civilized world of democratic ideals, where violence and war have no place, any dialogue that brings conflicting parties to the negotiating table is in the right direction.
Though the dialogue has been continuing for years on, the fact that active hostility and bloodshed have been put on hold is no mean, or in itself holds no mean achievement, because space has been created to put across values for the parties to consider. Speaker Sir, the Naga political dialogue has been taken up with 3 agreed conditions: that it should be unconditional, in a third neutral venue, and at the highest level. This has made it possible for the Nagas to enunciate the possession of unique history and unique situation. It means that the Nagas were never a part of India, nor the Indian nationalism movement against the colonial rule, or were the Nagas ever conquered or annexed by the Indian or India, or have the Nagas ever agreed to become a part of the Indian Union in any time of history. Thus, because please note, the uniqueness of Naga history and situation calls for a unique settlement beyond the limitations of the Indian constitution. If this is not in the right direction, then what would it be? Speaker Sir, please note, the opposition party may like to harp on the delay of our rights, but the official recognition of our rights, our identity, our ownership over our ancestral land surely will be the basis for working out an honorable and acceptable solution. Time has been taken. There have been irritants to the smooth progress of the dialogue process, but the direction definitely is not lost, and will surely not lead to it will surely lead to a secure and just future. So ladies and gentlemen, now it is for us, the youth, the students, to whom the future belongs, to support the dialogue process, promote unity across our lands, and uphold the age-old Naga values of honor and dignity in every walk of life, so that the strength of our collective Naga character will ultimately bring about the early and peaceful settlement of a secure and just future. With this, I rest my case. Thank you so much, and Kuknalim.
Points. The 10th of January 1929, Simon Commission Memorandum was sent. Leave the Nagas alone to determine for themselves as in ancient time. 1947, 19 July, Mahatma Gandhi, when the Naga delegation went and met Mahatma Gandhi, he said, Nagas has every right to independence. 1951, 16 May, when Nagas did the plebiscite, 99.99% of the Nagas vote to remain independent. Today, as our honorable opponent have been saying, that the Naga political dialogue is going and then it is about to fulfill. However, it is very funny because if we think back, the Naga political movement from its inception was for a complete independence and a complete sovereignty. But looking to the news, the circulation that is going on, government of India have never spelled out anything to recognize Naga independence or Naga sovereignty. Today, the non-inclusion of other factions and terming them as traitor is a threat to the political dialogue. Atrocities and violence against the others who are not in agreement with the negotiators, calling themselves the only best representative on behalf of the Nagas for asking sovereignty. The non-transparency and blind faith emotion that the dialogues, that the party who are going for a dialogue are asking from the public is dangerous. When the public don't know what the solution, what the political solution dialogue is going on, how can we, the Nagas, say that the political dialogue is going and is going to be?
Jammu Kashmir. Our oranges in Wokha, they are thriving, but in the market we get oranges from Assam, example. Potatoes, tomatoes, everything. Including the poultry. My friend was trying to run a poultry business, but discouraged because of syndicate system and because of few corrupted black sheep in our national movement who are controlling the, discouraging our own local entrepreneurs. I think today, if we can hear a word of assurance from our leadership that no, we will stop employing IBIs to collect tax on behalf of our national workers. No, we will stop allowing non-locals to rule the economy, and we will start encouraging our youths and to help them. Instead of taxing them, incentivize them to start up. You bring oranges from Wokha, cabbages from Futsero. Of fact, they can, by the time they reach the market, they are taxed not only by our NNPGs but by association and organization. Are we becoming everybody, including my friend in Pek district, he was trying to open a piggery. Then the NNPGs, they come and start asking him for 50,000, 30,000, 20,000. That is not tax. That is becoming begging. So the youths, they are starting to joking. Is our national workers becoming national beggars? No. Let us prove this wrong. And today, let's assure ourselves that we still firmly believe in our leadership, that our national workers will still stand for Nagas. They will stand for Naga youths. We want to hear this word of assurance from you, sir, that you will support Naga local youths, you will support Naga local entrepreneurs. So today, if we are able to control our own market or by our own local people, then we will be able to control our economy. If we are able to control our economy, we will be able to control our politics. And if we control our politics, our future is secure. This mistrust has been developed between the youths and our government, corrupted, and also our NNPGs because of the extortion, taxation, and all that. Today, the youths are disappointed and we are frustrated. But today, we want to hear this word of assurance from you, that you will, from now on, you will support our youths and take us forward. I am sorry if I have hurt anyone, but I'm just expressing what I have inside. Thank you for understanding.
Okay. Any response from our esteemed panelists?
Well, that is the concern we all have, and I believe the leaders of the national workers have also that same feeling. We have been seriously considering on this issue, but the most important issue is that we fail to address the real core, where all of us are talking about solution. Unless and until it is solved, this will definitely continue to be in our society, and we foresee the worst kind of a situation that's going to happen. But having said that, I give my assurance on behalf of my leaders that we will definitely see that. But there is also an instances you also have to take note of that. When we give that local entrepreneurs, the Naga entrepreneurs, the non-local, they started using the name of the local. So I think you also have to make a difference of that. That's what I just want to let you know. And I would like to request each and every one of us, I think we fail to address the real issue. All of us are talking about our solution. So unless and until this is addressed, it's going to be too late. And I think tomorrow it will be just a story. It's not going to be a history. I'm repeating myself. It's not going to be a history, it's going to be just a story. So I just want to conclude in that. Thank you.
Thank you, Yambo, for understanding that the Naga national workers, in order to carry forward the movement, also needs finance. Definitely, taxation is the politics, and taxation has to be there. But when it comes to overtaxation, that is the cause for concern. And of course, we do have a tax holiday for the Naga entrepreneurs. It used to be 3 years for the first 3 years, but I think it is now reduced to just 1 year. Anyway, besides that, the marketing policy can be jointly worked out. The youth representatives or the Naga business community can also have, interactions and streamline the policies along with other, all the respective governments. So that we assure you we will respect that. Thank you.
I also want to add my concern here. And thank you, Young Paul, for bringing out the sentiments of everybody, and for those who cannot articulate their concern. That's spoken for everybody. Thank you. This problem of taxation is multiplying like a disease. Once this fire came and NSCN started consulting with the Naga Civil Society, this was also our first concern of the human rights, as a human rights organization. So it was in the early 2000, I think it was in 2002, if I'm not mistaken. In Bangkok, the leadership assured that any new Naga entrepreneurs will not be taxed for the first 2 years. And I think
towers of gold and still so little. These hands could hold the world, but you'll never be enough. Never be
I would like to appeal to the colony Kampuras, ward Kampuras in town and in the villages. Unless you thoroughly examine and identify the person, I would like to request you not to give residence certificate.
Residence certificate.
Well, mentioning about these illegal immigrants, I would like to thank our LSU, Lotus Student Union, who has gone to Mizoram and studied how Mizoram State, cobblers, haircutter salons, all these employees are from local. But here in Nagaland, especially in Nagaland, having 1 biga or 2 biga of pani kheti, you employ our these illegal immigrants. If you keep one employee, the next month he will bring 10, 20 of his family members. That way our state is becoming like, especially in the foothill areas, becoming like immigrant inhabited area.
This side now. That side. Okay, I was gonna.
Nothing can compare with all of my heart. You know I'll always be right there.
Because nobody is handsome and beautiful, except the one who is holding this microphone.
This is a new Nagaland!